happy morning. Happy morning, beautiful people. Happy Monday morning. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Harry Droz is somewhere in the ether. Welcome to LoveBabz, LoveTalk. It is Monday. Monday! And the Arts and Ideas Festival has wrapped. Went to the drag show last night. Caught the Connecticut drag queens. I tell you, Patrick as Kiki, it's such a transformation that whenever he rolls up on me as Kiki, I just never know who she is. So, and then they had the Miss Chalet, who is the premier Beyonce impersonator. Tribute. That's what they say. Tribute. So she performed last night, that whole Coachella thing. It was a night. This festival has been amazing. I set out to try to catch as much stuff as I can. My goal was to run ragged. I did. Mission accomplished. So now it's time to slow it all down a bit. Just slow it down. Just slow it down. Ooh. And because it's been a ride. That festival was amazing. I enjoyed everything about it. I drank way too much. I ate way too much. I partied way too much. And I absolutely loved it. So now I have to undo June with July and August. So I have to undo June with July and August. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to undo June, people. Watch me. And then you've been asking about the porch. The porch is going to get done. We're going to get out there. We're going to set out there. The weather has not been conducive to porching. It's rainy, it's wet, and it's still a little bit chilly. But we're going to get it in. We're going to start this coming weekend. I'm just going to be on my porch. Plus, I have to start saving money for my birthday trip next year. It's not going to pay for itself. And I like to be able to, when I'm there, shop. So all the things I got to pay for. There's things I have to pay for, on top of the bills that, I have. I got to pay stuff. Happy birthday to Mrs. Hanan's mama is 70. She turned 70 yesterday. So happy birthday to her. Black women, you can't tell what we are. You just can't. She says 70, but clearly, and I know not to take away from her wisdom or her years, because I know when we get our ages, we want our ages. I don't want to be younger or any of that. Like I have no desire to be 25 or 35 or even 45 or even 55. I don't have any desire. I'm 59. I like being 59. That's it. So you can say whatever you want. You can say, oh, Babz, your skin is so nice, and blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Say whatever. I don't want to be younger. You're not going to see me. I'm going to tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to be sticking needles in my face to plump up nothing. No shade to the sisters who do it, to the women who do it, who don't like the wrinkles and the crow's things. And I don't care enough about that stuff to want to preserve youth like that. I just want to age, and however way it shows up, that's what it is. I mean, I color my hair, not because I don't like the gray, because God knows y'all see me with platinum hair, deliberately gray, right, and white. So it's not the gray. I just like playing with the color, and purple suits me. So I'm not one of those people. So happy birthday, Mrs. Hameen. She's just beautiful and radiant. Her skin is gorgeous. She's in good health. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got to step up my health game. That's my goal. So now that June is damn near behind me, that's what I'm gonna do. I started walking plan. I need to do that. I was gonna do it today, but I stayed out later last night than I thought I was gonna stay out, because the dragtastic show lasted longer. I mean, we left at about 11:15. So, I was just like, So I saw Ruby and Gail last night because I saw them like in the beginning of the festival season, and then they kind of sort of like was doing other stuff. So I saw them yesterday, and Ruby Melton is a disco queen. And I swear to God, we should just throw her a disco party. We should just throw her a disco party where we can just, ooh, ooh, let's all chant. Ooh, ooh, let's all chant. All the disco music. I love the nightlife. I love to boogie. Yeah, all that. We just need to, arts and ideas, throw an old school disco party next year to kick off your season, whatever. Or just work out a dance party on the green. Somebody needs to have a dance party. Look at me trying to suggest people, and then people be looking at me like, "Oh, I liked your idea. Do you want to work on it?" Be like, "No, I don't. I want you to work on it. I have too many things on my plate." And so yeah, so uh, Ruby and I share a love of disco music. There's a couple other disco heads out there too, but we could get it in pretty good. So I mean, it was great. I mean, the Arts and Ideas Festival this year was on point. I thought so last year too. I thought last year, I thought I couldn't enjoy it more than I did last year, but this year, I really, and the highlights for me was, yeah, of course, Evelyn Champagne King. That was great because just to have the green be blackety black black black. I mean, swear to God, blackety black black black. It was good. I'd like to see the Gospel Fest stepped up a little bit more. Like give us like a big name gospel star. And contemporary gospel music is not my favorite, so I don't know it like that. But it's very popular. So I would suggest beef up that Gospel Fest, and don't do it on a Sunday. Do it on a like Saturday night. That way people can get their butts up and go to church on Sunday feeling really good. Or if you must do it on Sunday, do it Sunday in the afternoon like they did it this year. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that very much. I loved let's see, I loved the canning for the downtown evening soup kitchen, the sculpture. I thought that was one of the most creative things I've seen. They creating these sculptures out of canned goods or food products, non-perishable food products. So I was really moved by that. It was four of them. I thought that was really, really cool. So, I completely missed the whole beer garden. I didn't even know what was happening last night. So I missed that. But that's all right because you can't make everything, baby. Um, I love that Dolores Horta was in the mix. I was glad that she was in our town and she had a talk. I'm gonna go back and listen to her talk. But I got to shout her out on stage when I was bringing on Las Cafeterias. They performed, so that was kind of cool. I like judging the picnic um, displays. Boy, people came out their bag with these picnic displays. Very nice. So that was cool. I enjoyed my talk with Tahiba. Look at me, I'm all about me, me, me. Of course, it's my show. I enjoyed my talk with Tahiba. That was really good. And thank you to the the International Festival of Arts and Ideas for replaying it because the first time the audio was jacked up, but it still aired. Still aired, just delayed, and then they re-aired it. So thank you for that. I got to hear. I mean, it was just so many good. I missed the Brian Terry talk. So that's the thing. It was so many things you had to in that moment decide what you were going to go check out. So, and I love I love the pressure of that. I did. I love here's my Arts and Ideas Bible. Right, this is my Bible. Everybody got one, or you could get one. And the festival had their own beer too. I got my cans. I got all three cans. I'm saving them. And then when I die, people are gonna be like, what is the significance of these damn beer cans? Whatever. So I had some of my favorite things. Oh God. There were some things I didn't get to. Like the very first thing I didn't get to see Zenzura, the film. I really wanted to see that. I have to go and watch it on some other streaming service. I'll go find it. Yeah, so the beer launch party started June 5th. I missed all of them, which might be a good thing. I loved all the neighborhood festivals. I went to the Newhallville one and I went to the Dixville one because it's like on my side of town. So I enjoyed that very much. Let's see. I saw oh God, there's so much. I did every doggone thing. I didn't get to see Felon, American Wassy Tales, the White Betts performance. So I didn't get a chance to do that. My favorite thing was seeing Parable of the Sour opera. That just, and the fact that Tashi Reagan put that song back in that play, I was just delighted. And everybody else was delighted too. Now everybody can understand why it was my favorite thing. I saw the Dallas Black Dance Theater, which was amazing. Man, I never get tired of seeing contemporary dance. The things that these bodies can do, man. The things that the bodies can do. There's a lot of stuff that I didn't get a chance to do, but God knows I did a lot. I caught Orchestra Fink. I caught them. I missed the poetry slam. I caught Alex Kuba and the Dallas Black Dance Theater. So I caught that. Let's see. I went to the Connecticut Food Launchpad Expo. I caught that. I caught Laraz. I didn't catch Michelle Buteau. Let's see. I did catch Cuba Vive Nachito Herrera. I did catch him. That was great. I enjoyed it. Let's see. The symphony, of course. I caught the symphony with Brian Mitchell Stokes and I think her name is Hairston. Miss Hairston. I think I caught her. Them two together. Let's see. All the Juneteenth stuff. Downtown and in Dixwell. I caught, and we drove up to Old Lyme and caught Marilyn Nelson and other poets reading about enslaved people in Connecticut, particularly in that community. There's about 1,700 of them. And so they took the Stones people, the people that put the stones, the markers of slaves. They each had to craft a poem around one of those witness stones, one of the witness stones. So that was good. I missed Terry Bryant for the Afro vegan cooking. I missed that because I was at the gospel picnic contest. I saw Gregory Porter, who was fabulous. So I enjoyed that very much. I did Petra Kucha downtown. Saw Parable of the Sour. Let's see, what else did I do? I saw my nephew K-Dub perform because that Wednesday it poured rain. So I was at the theater watching Parable. And they were on the green. So they got to come back onto the green the other day. They made space for them, I think like Friday or something. So I did that. I saw Capsule. I saw Who Breathes in the Park with Evelyn Champagne King, Manny James, and a couple of local DJs. And then we saw Proyecto Cimarron and Las Cafeteras. That was Saturday, June 25th. That was yesterday. No, that was Saturday. And then Sunday, Dragtastic Journey. Oh, and the Caribbean Festival was downtown this year. Holy cow. That Caribbean Festival was amazing. You know what? I was one of these people. I didn't know if I was gonna like it downtown. Because downtown can be a hard egg to maneuver, right? Just can be challenging. I'm used to it being at Gulf Street Park or De Gaulle Park. But I actually liked it downtown because it was on the upper green on the street. So the street was blocked off. So it felt like a street celebration. I loved it. It was great. I didn't get downtown till like 2:00 because I was woefully hungover from the night before. Night before, Aoife and I we were supposed to meet Adam Gearing at the yacht club, and he didn't come. He went home and crashed. So we sitting in there waiting, and so we just drinking tequila on his tab. And then people started buying us tequila, buying us drinks. So we hung out in there till 2:00 in the morning. So I tell you, when I got home, I went to bed. I woke up, it was 1:00 in the afternoon. I have never slept that long. Never. So I was done. So when I got up, I was like, oh boy, I have to get downtown. Ooh, baby, I have to get downtown. Oh, everything was just like, I got downtown. It was fine. It was fine. Got downtown. I made it to the festival. I ate some Caribbean food. I had a bomb pop. Somebody was selling bomb pops. I had one, like an old school bomb pop. Remember those? Red, white, and blue, tall. You know what? It didn't taste like nothing. I don't know. Maybe when I was a kid, the red just tasted red cherry, and the white just tasted whatever it was, and the blue just tasted blue, right? Like this one was just like, it was just cold. It didn't really taste like much, you know. So, but I had it. I got food. I had that, had lots of water, and then hung out. Hung out. I didn't shop, I didn't buy anything. I saw friends, I saw people I haven't seen. And then I went home. I said, let me go home. Because about 5:00, because the drag tastic didn't start till 8. I got back downtown about 7:15, 7:20, something like that. They had Sandra's Soul Food Catering, the VIP tent, some vegan mac and cheese and Rasta pasta. So it was all right. It was all right. I would have liked them to did something else, but I know you got to have stuff with a little bit of longevity to sit outside. So that was good. So that's my life of the International Festival of Arts and Ideas. They owe me nothing. Nothing, I say. Nothing. It was such a good time. Such a good time. So, yeah, it was a sprint, baby. Let me tell you, it was an all-out sprint. So, yeah. High five, International Festival of Arts and Ideas. High five. So to Malachi and Shelly and Shah and Juanita and all the folks that made it such an enjoyable experience for us all. I appreciate. And high five to Kevin Ewing, the incoming board chair. So he takes over the reins next year, and we'll support that. We'll support that. We'll support that. So all is well. All is well. So um so if you're looking for more live music, the Party Morris House on the East Shore is kicking off their music series. I believe it starts Thursday or one of these days this week. And so go to their website, Party Morris House. They've got concerts coming up. And I've never been to one of theirs, so I might catch one of those Twilight concerts just because I've never been out there for a concert. So, the one time Ife and I rode out there, um, it was the wrong day. So, you know, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. The Roe v. Wade fight is on, and listen, I'm in it. So that's all I'm gonna say about it. These women are not gonna go quiet. We women are not gonna go quietly into this good night. I'll tell you that. These women are gonna fight. So, and fight we will. And I'm gonna take it all in stride, right? I'm not gonna be hyped up. Uh, I'm not gonna be hyped up. It's gonna be fine. I missed the whole BET Awards. It was on last night. I didn't even realize. But they gave tribute. They did tribute to some old heads, Diddy, and a couple of folks. Women Rule the Night. Lizzo opened the show in I love this disco ball outfit she had on. Get it, girl. Uh so I didn't catch it, but BET, it'll be on for a year. So I'll catch it, at some point. Uh I'll catch it. Uh let's see. Yes, so I'll go back and catch it. Although, I love that people put the highlights. So you don't have to sit through the whole thing. You could sit through the highlights, you know. Yeah. Oh, why are they messing with Naomi Osaka? Oh, because her company is Hana Kuna. It means something else in Swahili. Well, it's vulgar in Swahili. How many people how many people speak Swahili? There's only one part of the world. Knock it off. I get it though. I get it. Yeah. So the Africans won't like it, but American and Japans will like it. I mean, it's offensive. It's a tough one because different things mean different things. It might mean something totally different in her culture. So I don't know. I think people should just, I think Africa, you got bigger fish to fry than worrying about Naomi Osaka. The whole continent. You got bigger fish to fry. I get it. I know you feel some kind of way, but everybody don't speak Swahili. 200 million around the world, mostly African. So we'll see if she changes the name, but still, I don't know. That would just get on my nerves. I was like, what? I don't know how do you, I don't know. I don't know. I guess if you sit around the table and make decisions like, okay, let's make sure this is not an offensive word. Even if it's not in our culture. My culture it means this, but in another culture it means that. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll see. But that's some sports news for you. Brittany Griner goes before the Russian court today. Do they even have a Rush? Like, is that a real thing? I mean, is there such thing as justice in Russia? I dare say not. I think they throw you in jail or not. That's the options. Go to jail or not go to jail. I don't know if there's I don't know why they go through the motions of even hearing you. They've already decided. Can you even be an attorney in Russia? Is there such a thing? I don't know. I just feel like you can't really be or do a lot of things. No, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, just somebody drop me a comment or whatever. Let me know. Uh, I I I uh I don't get it. So I don't get it. Uh Elvis, the movie by Baz Luhrmann, is coming out. I had some friends go see it. Um, Bernice McFadden, author Bernice McFadden, she talked a little bit about it, took her mom. She said she went in thinking one thing and came out with a different, you know, she went in, thinking something else and came out with a different opinion. So I was like, okay. Oh, and happy Pride. Yesterday was all the Pride parades across the country. Tons and tons and tons. Even at the BET Awards. Um, you know, Porter took to the stage talking about we're queer, we're here, black and queer. So yay. So happy Pride to all my peoples out there of the Rainbow Coalitions. Yeah. So that's that. Let's see. Oh. See what else is happening. I'm looking at the news. Forgive me. I'm I'm looking at the news. So there are protests all over the world, from Istanbul. 300, more than 300 LGBTQ activists in Istanbul are released after being detained. Now, y'all gonna get tired of locking up people based on who they are. Stop locking people up for who they are. Like, what are you doing? It's like these Republican people. They want everybody to carry a gun. They don't want a woman's right to choose. They're about to not renew the federal lunch program. So the very children that they say they want, they don't want to be able to feed them. I don't want the GOP is like, they're like the Grinch on steroids. I've never seen the people hate people the way the Republicans hate people. They just hate people. Women, children, blacks, Latinos, they just hate. And I mean, by Latinos, I mean dark-skinned Latinos. They just hate. They just, they rule with hatred. So, I think it's time for word on the street. Is it time for word on the street? I'm excited. I was thinking about this morning. I didn't see no email. So
good morning.
Hey, Courtney. Happy Word on the Street Day.
Downtown, right across from you guys actually today. And I'm here with my new friend, Lamont. Lamont, what's up?
Hi there. Greetings.
What's the word on the street?
I told you, I don't know what the word on the street is. Listen, it's getting ready to rain. I'm going to get out of that. I'm thinking about what I'm going to have for lunch today. Just had a nice bagel up the street. I'm just taking it minute by minute, all right? That's all I can tell you.
He keeps it real. He definitely keeps it real.
I definitely keep it real.
Because I was asking for his info, and what did you say about buying clothes?
Oh, yeah. Why is everyone asking for information? Like, I think what? Some clothing store, and they're like, all right, if you want to buy this shirt, you have to tell us your name, your address, your email address, your phone number. I'm like, come on, man. I don't know how many phone calls you're getting about car warranties in your life, but I've had enough. So I'm very cautious about how much information I'm putting out there voluntarily, especially knowing how much data mining actively happens, yada, yada, yada. That's the word. That's all I got.
That's the word right there. Okay, so you live where again?
West Hartford. Good God. Why don't you just, you want my blood type? Would you like some blood?
Give me your address. No.
I mean, back in my day.
Where do you work?
I work at Technolutions. If you look right there on the big sign right there, Technolutions, except the building's actually over here. It's a great place. The product is Slate. If you're in academics and you need your organization handled, you need to investigate Slate for your CRM.
All right.
Yes, period, point blank. The greatest software.
Now, when we stopped you, where were you coming from?
Getting a bagel.
Okay, from Ruger's Bagels.
Yes, I was getting a bagel at Ruger's Bagel. I didn't want to wait until lunch to eat. I was hungry in the moment.
What did you get?
All right. It's
'Cause
the least exciting order you can make there. It's a plain toasted bagel with plain cream cheese. Simple.
That's good.
I'm a
That's
simple
simple.
man.
But that stuff slaps.
It does. It was I mean, you know, what are you gonna do?
And where's your coffee? It seems like
I
you don't
drink
need
coffee.
any.
Don't drink coffee.
How do you have so much energy this early?
I have a great job. But also, I started this morning to do lemon water in the morning, so I drank some lemon water. That might contribute to it. I don't know.
Wow.
I'm hoping the what is it, antioxidants and whatnot are working on account. Yeah.
All right. So, what have you been up to lately besides working?
Besides working, yesterday it was beautiful weather, so I sat by a pool and read Will Smith's book. I am not anti-Will Smith, despite the way everyone else decided to go. Yeah, so delightful day by the pool. That was nice.
It does sound like a nice day.
As opposed to us getting drenched by the sky, which is good because we need water. If you watch John Oliver, he did a thing about water and how people don't respect water when we all need it, but people aren't doing anything about it. So yeah.
Babz, you want to add in?
Live?
Technically.
Okay.
Yes, it is. It is live. We are live. You're on my radio show. It's live.
Oh wow, I'm on radio.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
And on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and Twitch all at the same time.
Wow.
So
Like
yeah.
and subscribe, everybody. Hit that button. Yeah.
So Techno Solutions.
Technologians. You can see it right there. Yeah, boom, boom, boom.
I think I know. Yes. Is that the eccentric guy with the lot of hair, different hair?
His name is Alexander Clark, and we just had our annual summit in Nashville like a week
yes.
ago.
You know
And
why I know this? Because Darice Gal, you know Darice?
Darice, yeah.
She serves on I chair the Arts Council and she's a board member.
Darice is mad cool.
She is.
I will tell you about Alexander. I was talking to someone the day after his presentation, and the woman appreciated his energy, and she said, "I like that he gave me Steve Jobs meets Beyonce energy." And it was like, yeah, there it is. That's him.
How long have you worked there for?
7 months.
Oh. But
Yeah.
so far, so good.
So far, so good.
Where were you before that?
I worked at a automation company in Bristol, Connecticut, which was far different. So let's just say I've upgraded. I mean, that company was good in its own way, but I've upgraded.
I'm curious to ask, like, for personal reasons too, but since you live in West Hartford, how much do you spend in gas coming here?
I take the train.
Oh, you do?
I take the train because that's just seems easier. Except CT Rail is shutting down the train service in mid-July, and they're not giving us details. So CT Rail, get on that. I'm sure the CT Rail executives listen to this. So yeah, they're shutting down the train until like from mid-July till September.
When did they announce that?
Quietly a couple weeks ago, but they're being very tight-lipped about the details. So we'll see how that plays out.
My God.
Why are they shutting it down? Are they doing work or they just don't have no riders?
They're doing no. They're doing some upgrades to the station in Hartford or something like that. So I don't understand why they have to shut down the whole thing to do some work in Hartford. But as usual, you know, Hartford making things worse than they need to be.
You know, you could move to New Haven.
Have you seen the rents? I'm gonna go ahead and keep it where I got it. I did look, but everywhere in the world seems to be pricing you out of existence. And to move would raise my rent at least $500-600 a month. So I'm just gonna chill with the train for now.
Well, when it's closed down, are you gonna drive?
Well, there's a bus replacement. I'm gonna check out the bus for that half of July, and if I can't deal with that, then I'll be driving in August. At which point I will be I don't know, cross that bridge.
Actually, you might like the bus they have. It's quite cozy. I've been on.
I don't know.
Before.
I've worked. Okay, maybe, but I have very specifically worked very hard to not have to take the bus. But we'll see how that goes. No offense to the bus.
No, I know. It's kind of more like a coach one though, not like this.
Is
one.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, even then, the city buses are cool because they're all wide and expansive and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
So what time do you go to work?
When I get there, but not before like 4:10. But I usually, when I get there, it's a casual day, and as long as you do your work and take care of your stuff, you're good.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so what time do you have to get the train over?
There's a bunch, that's the only thing. There's a lag in the day where the buses stop or the trains stop running. So it's like you have up until this time, and then you're stuck here until they start again at like 3:30. That's the only beef I have with it. But other than that, it's all good. It is all good.
So you might get on the train, let's say around like 8, right?
7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. And then it sounds like you kind of get to decide when you go home too, right?
Essentially.
As long as you're working.
As long as the train's running. Yeah.
So what time do you usually go home around?
4, really. I mean, I really do put in a long day because, not a long day, but like,
Yeah, you put in your hours.
Yeah.
And do you have a pool at your place?
I do.
So after work, you go chill by the pool?
This was actually the first time I've been to the pool since before the pandemic. So it was like perfect weekend, nothing to do, bingo. Yeah.
Nothing better than being by the pool.
Being at a beach.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but if I'm being specific, that is what's better to me. Yeah.
Okay, so then like today, what are you planning to do?
Hold on, am I getting a co-hosting credit at this point?
Yes.
I mean, come on, man. I want my name on the billboard.
You're gonna get a whole article about
Oh,
you.
sweet Lord. Okay.
And a picture.
That's why I'm asking these questions.
Okay.
What are you doing when you get off of work today?
Today, I hadn't even thought that far ahead. Oh, I am gonna probably clean my apartment more. I mean, I don't know. I know I'm gonna investigate a paint and sip because I want to start painting in my place. So I'll probably check out paint and sip places because I want to
There's one around here.
Yeah, there's a couple up there in West Hartford. So yeah, that's probably on my mind.
And how long have you lived in West Hartford?
About 6 years.
You love it there?
Love is a strong word. It's not bad. I mean, I lived in Miami before it, so it's a bit of a come down, but it's still, it is what it is. I have a great job. There it is. Yeah. And I like my place. You make the world you want to live in, and that's what I'm doing. And so far,
exactly.
so good. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. That's a good song.
I'm a technical writer.
Okay.
Yep.
How did you get into that?
I had parents that worked at Pratt & Whitney, and the job that I had at the time was, say, paying this much, and then that job doubled it. And so I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Do you ever miss Miami?
Every day, most of the day.
Why is that? I used to live
Wow.
in Florida too, so I'm curious.
Why?
Yeah.
Have you seen the sun? Okay. Issue 1. Have you seen any half-naked people walking around? That's issue 2. Is there a dope Cuban restaurant aside from that one over there that's super double priced? Okay, no. All right. But there is a good food cart right here. There's a couple good food. There's the Thai cart up there. And then before that, there's like a Latin cart. That's pretty. I only ate there once, but it's okay.
So when you're off, what do you like to do? Since it's not like Miami.
So many questions.
I got to.
Why don't you ask me why the Democratic Party isn't fighting back harder against the Supreme Court and the Republican nonsense? Why don't you ask me that? Why don't you ask me the real question? What's your name?
Okay, answer that question. Answer it. There you
Who's on the
go.
other side of this call right here?
There you go. Answer that question. I like that question. Talk about that.
Who is this?
I'm Babz. This is my show.
Babz?
Babz. B-A-B-Z.
Hi, Babz.
Hi, darling.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very long part in this conversation without knowing who I'm talking to. Okay, Babz. What is it that we're asking? Why are we asking why the Democrats fight harder against progressives than they do actual Republicans? We asking that?
Yes.
I don't know why. Because it's either white nationalists or light nationalists, essentially, right? Oh, wait, this is going out, and I don't know where this is going. But yeah, it's very difficult to be a progressive and watch everything that's happening. But if my position as a Black socialist is the same position as Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, the Black Panther Party, and we see what happened to them, that kind of lets you know what America thinks of that thought process. Yeah.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Well, he answered it.
Perfect. Perfect. He's absolutely right.
What do you do when you're not working? Answer my question now.
I walk. I enjoy nature. I drink water while I still have it. I enjoy the freedoms I have while I still have them because I feel that life is on a continuous downward spiral with no possibility of coming up. So the objective now is to enjoy as much as you can while you can, because it's only going to get progressively worse.
Well said, sir.
Unfortunately,
I think I'm in your camp, Lamont.
gotta do what you can, Babz. You know, you're living your life, doing your thing. So you know, you got this radio. I used to do radio and podcasts and all that stuff. So yeah, I feel you. You
All
even
right.
got Courtney out here walking the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like you have staff, you got people. I mean, come on.
I love it. I love your energy. Thank you for letting me ask you so many questions.
So what am I getting paid for this?
Nada.
You're not even
But you'll
gonna
get
pay
an
for my
article.
bagel? You're not gonna pay for my lunch or the food carts I told you about? Nothing?
Be a different day.
Son's the gun. Ah. All right, that's cool. Babz, hi. Have a wonderful
Hi,
day.
hope I
Thank you,
see you
Babz.
around. Tell Darius
All right.
hi.
All right.
All right. Thank
right.
you. Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Courtney.
Thank you.
Oh my God, word on the street, the most interesting people. I'm telling you, when we stop people on the street, we never know what we're gonna get. We just get interesting people. And now I'm connected to him because Darius is serves on our board. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. So and I've been wanting to learn more about technolutions since I heard about them. So yeah. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Lamont. That was a good conversation. So thank you, Courtney, for catching up with people. I gotta free summer meals. Thank you, Courtney, for that wonderful conversation with Lamont from Technolutions. As I said, my board member sister, Darice, works there, and she loves her job. So it must be a pretty great place to work because he's the second person that I know that works there, and he loves it. So, wow. Okay. I got this on my door, the free lunch, free summer meals starting now. So if you need to know where to get free summer lunches, ctsummermeals.org or call 211 or text the word food to 304-304 and it'll give you all the sites in the neighborhoods where sandwiches, vegetables, fruits, milk. I can skip the milk part. For kids and teens 18 and under. So we will feed you in New Haven. Let me tell you, no kid hungry. I don't know what you do if you're 19, but 18 and under, you get some free lunch. So that'll be good, particularly for these summer programs. You know, you can get ready. I'm doing it again. It's back live. Reading of the Declaration of Independence and the Frederick Douglass, what to the American slave is the 4th of July. We're doing it Tuesday, July 5th at 4:00. It takes about, I don't know, maybe an hour to do it. So Michael Moran has been doing this at the Beinecke since I guess he's been there. To mark Independence Day, the Beinecke Library will renew the tradition of public readings on the library mezzanine of the Declaration of Independence of July 4th, 1776, and of the oration by Frederick Douglass given on July 5th, 1852 in Rochester, New York, in which he asked, "What to the American slave is your 4th of July?" We recorded a wonderful video for it at the height of the pandemic because we could not gather. And it's still up on YouTube. So you're welcome to go see it. There's me and Eric Clemens and Dr. Blight and some other folks reading this thing. And I have to tell you, it wasn't until I started reading with the Beinecke that it has moved me so much. So if you've never heard the oration, Frederick Douglass' oration on what to the American slave is your 4th of July. You have got to read it, because when independence came, folks was when independence came to America, when America got their independence, folks were enslaved. So it was no celebration for us. We were enslaved. So I don't know why they thought we would get excited about their independence when we were still enslaved. So Juneteenth is really our independence. Independence. As a matter of fact, I bought I've got a full-on Juneteenth flag that I bought at the Delta Day party on Saturday afternoon. And my soror threw in the little flag. So this is the official Juneteenth flag. I love it. So yeah, so when I read the Frederick Douglass oration, I was just stunned by how timely it still is, you know. And y'all know Juneteenth is now a federal holiday. You know, the Union Army had to go to Texas to secure the freedom of enslaved people in 1865. They were the last folks who were enslaved. And let me tell you something: the Texas slaveholders knew this. They knew it. They just was being asshats. They knew. They just they held people in captivity in bondage for two years prior to the Emancipation Proclamation. So, America, you are wearing me thin. So, so Freedom Day, Freedom Day, Freedom Day, Freedom Day. So, reading the oration, the Frederick Douglass oration, has a lot of cultural significance, a lot, and it's good to think about and to put all of that into some perspective. So, if you had not had opportunity, come to the Beinecke on July 5th and hear the reading, alongside the 4th of July, along with reading the Declaration of Independence, along with hearing that. So you hear these two documents, you hear these two things side by side, and it makes you think. And you can't, and it's not, and if you know something about history, it's not lost on you. So I hope you can come and just hear it. The words alone are just, incredible to me. And Frederick Douglass was amazing, So high five to the Beinecke for keeping this tradition of reading the Declaration of Independence out loud and the oration of Frederick Douglass. What to the American slave is your 4th of July? And it's still a timely question. It's a question we are still asking. It's a question that we definitely have to keep asking. So I'm enjoying it. My favorite thing now that I've done it 3 times, this will be the 3rd time doing it. And I have the part that I always read. I love it. It's my favorite part. So yeah. So it's on and popping, people. On and popping. So let's do that. And then I'm doing a talk for I'm doing an artist talk for the Keeler Lydell for the reception for Lost and Found, the juried show. So I think it's sometime in July I'm doing this. So I'm excited. Very nice. I think in a minute we'll have the call letters and then PSAs. So I don't have a guest today. I have a guest. I think my earliest guest is Wednesday. I think Wednesday and Thursday. I have a guest. This month, June flew by. It is ridiculous how these times are flying by.
I'm New Haven Health Director Marissa Babz. If you or your family have COVID-19 symptoms or think you were exposed to someone with COVID, quarantine, stay home, and get tested on day 5 if possible. If you have COVID, isolate, wear a mask, vaccinate, get boosted, and test it as needed. Those are the best ways to stop the spread of COVID. At this time, we are vaccinating everyone ages 5 and up. Stay safe, New Haven. For all of us.
This is Harry Droz, and you're listening to WNHHLP 103.5 FM, New Haven.
Living in strange times, I'll find my strength. Even when down, I'll stand tall. Do you feel you don't belong? Sometimes I wish I wasn't born. Crying tears burn me into ashes. Oh, I wish they could come true when I need them the most. Oh, money, but me home. Oh, money, but me home. Oh, money, but me home. Ukilala kubombe bezi katangayo. Ukishisa bunda nyusa. Hausa ukale, ukale, ukale. Sangala bazale bamumbazi bone nazinzingo. Sometimes I wish I wasn't born. Burning into ashes. Oh, I wish they could come true when I need them the most. Oh, money, but me home. Indlela ubomi buzithatha ngayo kudihlisa kunyanyusa awusaze ukholwe zange nabazali bami bazibone nazinzingo sometimes I wish I wasn't born. Burning into ashes. Oh, I wish they could come true when you come the most. Oh, money cut me home. Oh, money cut me home. Oh, money cut me
I've been staring at distant shores. I've been waiting, wanting more for the whole night. And it ain't right. I've been saying what's on my mind, trying to explain what can't be defined. And for so long, it's been so strong. Suddenly it's clear, now that I can hear these love notes, the ones that I wrote. Oh, these melodies, here are some memories. And these love notes I found in an old coat mean something new, all because of you. I've been looking for inspiration. I need a little help, someone to lean on. Can you hear me? Come near me. I've been dreaming my angel will come, but I never expected that you'd be the one. Now I found you, I wanna stay around you. Suddenly it's clear, now that I can hear these love notes, the ones that I wrote. Oh, these melodies, here are some memories. These love notes I found in an old coat mean something new, all because of you. That we wrote, these melodies, Here are our memories. Oh, these love notes I found in an old coat. They mean something new, all because of you.
And when the Azuma, say we pick up.
Hey, welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, Love Talk. I'm Babz Rawls-Ivy. Harry somewhere in the ether. They're breaking down the stage on the green. I guess it's raining. I hear a little bit of rain. I don't know if it started raining or it's beginning to rain, but we're expecting a rainy day around midday. So, ha ha ha, rain, rain, go away. It's not going away. We need the rain. So yeah, don't waste no time. They breaking out. So when I drive by there today, I'm sure that it'll be as if that festival never happened. You know what I mean? Just taking it down, taking it down. Shout out to Jillian Knox for becoming a flight attendant. She was a New Haven police officer. Now she's a flight attendant. High five. She's a lovely, lovely woman. So if y'all know Jill, say hi to her and congratulations. So do that. Say that. What else is going on? There's a lot going on. It's still summer. Just because this particular thing is over, the Arts and Ideas Festival, you just go right into the next thing. Not that dizzying next thing. Like more ease into it, ease into ease into it. Just ease into it. Don't rush around. There's a lot of storms and a lot of fights on a lot of fronts, and we have to remember to capture our joy, because what'll happen is, and I learned this because I'm older now. What'll happen is that everything that's happening in the world will snatch your joy, and you will not think that you deserve to be happy, and that you have to focus on all the things that are impeding our freedoms. Don't do that. You can march and celebrate and find joy and find peace and be happy, even in the midst of trying times. I've learned that as I've aged, that one does not dismiss the other, that things can be side by side, like you can be aware of things and work for things, as well as tend to your own heart and mind and body, tend to your wellness. Because if you don't have wellness, you really are just spinning your wheels. So just take better care. And that's my own mantra. I'm not really talking to anybody except to myself, to take better care, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So tonight I will get in the bed at a decent hour and go to hell to sleep, and then wake up refreshed and get into an exercise routine, get some reading in. I started a writing group with my friend Jill Zaman. We're starting in July, We're going to be committing to writing, I think, an hour a week or something. So I got to get ready for that. And I need to work on my space. I got to find out. I like to paint my space. I personally don't want to do it because painting is just not my favorite thing. I can't really afford to hire anybody to do it, but I like to get a sense of what is possible. So I'm gonna work on that. If I have to do it myself, I'll just do it. I just don't like painting. And I painted enough places in my life, believe you me. I have painted enough places. So maybe what I do is just buy all the things to paint and then just get at it. Just to trim everything. It might take me all summer. It might take me, oh my God, all summer. So yeah, I think I'm gonna paint all this trimming here white. I mean, because it's just messy and it's brown and it's somebody stained it brown. It's ugly. So I'm gonna buy some trim and start painting that. And then I like to have the ceilings painted. I need new light fixtures, all kinds of stuff to make the apartment my home, and get rid of some things. I have to get rid of some things. I have too many things. I have to seriously consider what I'm doing with all these things. And it's not a lot of things. It's just needs a home. And my daughter's living here, so it's a little challenging because she takes up the space where I would have space. That's why I picked this place for the space. So we'll see. It'll take some figuring out. But I have all summer to do that, and I'm gonna do it. Like today when I come back in, I need to pick up my bedroom because I have been running all June, so things are just, I gotta do something in this room. Ooh, like a trap house. Uh, so yeah, so that is my charge. Just ease into July and do a little bit better. So let me see what else is going on in the world. As I said, y'all I didn't catch the BET Awards, but if it's on BET, baby, it'll be on from now until they do it again next year. So I will catch some of the BET Awards or whatever I don't catch in the highlights. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, I hear the rain. I hear it. It's not pouring. I think it's gonna pick up a little bit. It's not. It's raining. We need the rain. Yeah. So I'm gonna start in my room. I want to reorganize my kitchen a little bit because it is really on my nerves. So I'm gonna do some of that. Just work my way forward and figure out what to do with this dining room / locker room. Oh God. That is just I'll figure it out. I'll get it done. We'll make it work. We'll make it happen. And then tackle the books on my reading list. So I need to start doing that. Finish the books that I haven't finished and work on the books, the new books, and see how many books I can get read this summer. That's my game plan. That's my game plan. So that is my game plan. And just try to go about the days with grace and wonder, stay focused, stay woke. And I think we're volunteering. We're gonna be at the Jazz Fest on Martha's Vineyard. So I'm looking forward to that. my friend Tony has invited us to need some volunteers, and we said yes. So, so if she needs us, we're going. And that's August the 12th through it's only like 2 or 3 days, the weekend. That's an easy enough lift. You know what I mean? Easy enough lift. And just getting geared up for thank you all. Thank you to all the people who rolled up on me saying, they listen, they start their day with this show. They start this day. I appreciate you so much. So many people has come up to me and just been so nice and appreciative. I appreciate it. And that's it. That's it. I'm happy. Happy. I leave the Common Ground Board today and tomorrow, my last meetings. So I've served my time on the Common Ground Board. It was my pleasure to serve. I hope the school continues on this great path of educating young people. I appreciate the work that they do. I have a great fondness for the school. I will never be far from it. So, but it, like all things, you have to step down and let some other things happen. Let some other things happen. And a little bittersweet. I can't stay forever. That's the thing. Even if you like a thing, you can't stay forever. So I'm not staying forever. I'm stepping down. I think I was on that board for 10 years. It would make sense. My kids were there 4 years ago, for 4 years, and they've since graduated 3 or 4 years ago. So yeah, sounds about right. Hey Harry.
Hey, Babz.
What's happening?
Nothing much. How about you?
Oh, I had a great weekend.
You had a great weekend. I know I did something this weekend. I can't remember what it is, but
you would have enjoyed the Beyonce impersonator on the green for the drag show.
Oh, the drag show.
She was amazing. Go and look at the pictures. I think Lucy has a article up.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
I want to touch on what your word on the street guest. His name was Lamont, right? I think.
Yes, old school name.
Yeah, actually, Lamont. It brought back Fred, Sanford and Sons, right? So anyway, but that's besides the point.
What?
I'm a big Sanford and Sons fan. So anyway, but so I just wanted to touch on what he was talking about with the water, right? Because we take our water supply for granted, right?
Oh, we take a lot of things for granted, Harry. The air, the water, the sea, the soil, everything.
Right, and I'm reading an article where it says an alarming percentage of the Earth's water supply is contaminated with our man-made pharmaceuticals. So there you go. We're killing ourselves again.
Yeah, we are. No, we are.
But he was a great guest. He was
interesting. I he had
he
a
was
lot of
picking out
energy.
information, but it's good. You could tell he loves what he does. It allows him to be that, think like that, and everything. So you gotta love when you find something you're happy and good at.
Yeah. But he lives in West Hartford, though. That's a hike.
Yeah. That's the thing, you work in New Haven, it's quite a task to get there, or it's $5 a gallon. So you have to decide how you decide you're gonna go. So, but he has a good job, he said. So
Yeah, he loves his job. So, and I hear good things about that place. So, you know, not bad. I see attorney Ben Crump was in New Haven on Thursday, according to the New Haven Independent.
What was he at a protest or?
No, he joined the legal team for the guy that the cops. I don't know what the cops did with this.
Well, this is open and shut, right?
New Haven ain't got no money for this. I don't even know.
This is open and shut. I don't even need an attorney. I'll go in the wheelchair and tell you, Your Honor, come on. You know,
I don't. I mean, when you look at these videos, Harry, and the way that they treated that man, and it wasn't like Harry, he robbed a bank or he beat up somebody. He had a gun on him, and he probably was problematic. But even if somebody's problematic, Harry, if they're just running their mouth, do they deserve? See, here's the thing about the insidiousness of white supremacy, that even if you are a person of color in the system of white supremacy, you take on white supremacist mindsets and tendencies. There's no way you can treat somebody like that, Harry, and have a good conscience. I don't want that police officer on the street because they're not exercising good judgment. They're just not. Like, that's just not good. Harry, you hear somebody harmed, they tell you gotta go right to the hospital. Don't even mess around. Not make a judgment of, I'm just gonna get to the, and then berate the man because you paralyzed him and he can't walk. Are you Jesus? Like, what are you doing?
And you can't just suspend these people, right? You have to fire them.
You have to fire them and never let them get jobs in law enforcement again.
Because, as a police department, as a city, these are multi-million-dollar errors, right? So, and this is besides the fact that they're inhumane errors, but as a city who deals with a budget, you can't afford to have people like these people on your staff. Not if they're going to cost you so much money. And I'm not sure if you could. There has to be something where you could charge them for negligence or something.
Something, Harry. Snatch their pensions. Make their pensions part of the settlement. Because this is just inhumane. I don't understand. I don't get this.
You absolutely cannot treat people like this.
I don't understand. I'm like, okay, maybe they've been working so long, Harry, they're just stressed out and they just feel they're tired and like, this is one. You know what I mean? Like the straw that broke the camel back. They've been dealing with people all day. They mad. Then this is not the job for you.
No, it's not that, Babz. It's because it went from the van guy to the people in lockup.
Yeah.
It's the way they treat people. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's different. You could go, the van guy was tired. No, but then the lockup people dragged him into the cell. You don't treat an animal like that. So you definitely don't treat a human being like that.
I just don't I don't understand. I'm having a hard time with this one, man.
Yeah, this one is just it makes no sense. And I wanted to curse there, but it makes no sense to treat people like this. These are human beings. It doesn't matter what they did wrong. These are human beings. It's not your job is to transport and then let the court system deal with them. You already have them in custody. So your job is to transport. And if something happens during that transport, your job is to immediately take care of the human being in the back.
Yeah. And there's, Harry, there's a history of, I don't know if it's a history here, but there's a history of police officers running these vans to jack people up because they know because they're handcuffed, right? So they can't brace themselves. They can't do anything.
No, and
And I'm sure this cat was talking all kinds of ish. I get it. I get it.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
But so what?
Right, that doesn't matter.
It's not against the law to talk ish, Harry.
Right, and then here goes the thing, Babz. It's like genius happens after the fact, right? So after this happens, they decide they're gonna put seatbelts and stuff in those trucks. Wait a minute. So genius strikes you after, like, wait a minute. You didn't know that something like this not could happen. It's probably going to happen because you have them handcuffed and they're supposed to hold themselves.
Yeah.
Why didn't you have them strapped in? And why, after the fact, you immediately fix that problem? That makes absolutely no sense. This is an open and shut. If they want to pay, what is his name, Benjamin Crump?
Mm-hmm.
If they want to pay him, fine. But this is open and shut. I would go in with whatever family member and say, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Or to the jury, look at the jury and say, just look at the video. Look at that video. Look how they treated me.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
and Angel's saying, H, remember the paddy wagon that we would be put in? That's what it is. And you got to go see the video, Angels, on NewHavenIndependent.org. You'll find it. The way they treated this guy is exactly what that was. It's paddy wagon where they don't care. You're supposed to hold on for dear life.
mm,
And then if like what happened, that the guy had to stop short because to avoid what he said is to avoid an accident.
but when you see the other car, Harry, that other car stopped. That other car saw the van flying and said, "You know what? I'm not going to cross. I'm going to wait to this van."
Right. And they have to, what they have to do is, as part of the investigation, and I remember the Freddie Gray case, not sure if it was in Baltimore, but the Freddie Gray case, they found out that it was how some police officers dealt with rowdy people. They would have rough rides. So you have to check to see if this was part of the culture here.
Yeah.
you
Yep.
know, because you
Yeah.
have to eliminate that immediately. I don't even know. You have to. If anybody doesn't know what we're talking about, go and look at that video. Just insane.
Yeah. Yeah. That man is paralyzed for no other reason other than inhumanity. I mean, so what if he was talking? People talk trash all the time. He's mouthy.
And
But should he be paralyzed for it? No.
Right, this has nothing to do with him breaking the law. Okay.
Right.
It has nothing to do with it, because I know people are going to go, yeah, but he should.
Nope. The sentence for breaking the law is not being paralyzed.
Right. And this is not what you get when you get arrested. You're supposed to let the court system deal with the criminal, not police officers be negligent. And he could have died.
And then what?
Right.
How you explain that?
So.
And then they drag him out, Harry.
They drag him
and
out.
Insane. And wait, this happens at like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He don't get to the emergency room till around midnight. So imagine if they would have just taken him to the hospital, how much of this could have been alleviated. Do you know what I mean? Like some of this could have been helped. They just exacerbated it by not taking him, which is outrageous to me.
Right. It's a horrible video to watch him just fly and hit his head and everything. But the worst part of the video is them dragging him into that cell like he's not anything. Like they didn't care. Like if he was a bag of garbage.
Yeah.
That's the worst part of the video.
Yeah.
You know, and it's amazing.
I had to watch it a couple of times, Harry, because I was like, are they really doing this?
Yeah,
I was like, does nobody intervene? Like, nobody says, hey, we can't treat them like this. I was waiting for somebody to intervene, Harry. Nobody intervened.
No, you know, and it's crazy because Karen sat to watch it. Well, I didn't know she was watching it. All I heard was, what the F is going on? What's wrong with people? And I went and she said, I'm reading the story from New Haven Independent. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah, she's like, I'm tired of seeing the same thing happen over and over and over and over. It's like, yeah, everybody's tired of it. And it's changing the culture. And I don't know how you change the culture of, you know, how do you figure that out, Babz? How do you hire somebody and you think to yourself, there's just no, I mean, you're not thinking this guy's not gonna care about the human being. So how do you fix that? I don't know.
I think they're gonna have to. I mean, they got a new chief coming in, right? They hired him. He's coming. Has he started?
I think he started, right?
So now he's got to rebuild his department because this is not cool. This can't be the climate. I mean, this can't be the culture. I mean, he's got a lot of work to do.
You know, they like to give these classes or seminars on how to treat people, but how do you, if you don't care as a human being for another human being?
Yeah, ain't enough classes in the world.
Yeah, there's not enough classes. I don't want you in the job. So they have to come up with some type of psychological exam to, you know, weed these people out. Because you can't have people.
Well, you know, Harry, they didn't want that on the, because I think when a couple of years ago they were voting to build in some supports for police officers, you know, periodically psychological exams, mental health checks, all that kind of stuff. And the unions were like, not so sure. I think it's necessary this is a high stress job. I think when you have high stress jobs, you have got to have directed and appointed check-in times with with your staff. You just have to. We know enough now about mental health, Harry, that people, they don't get outside help. So if you're in a job that requires high capacity direct services, you need to be checked on.
Yeah, definitely.
You need to be checked on. Even if you don't want to do it, you still should do it because you could really save yourself and somebody else's life. You know, because you got all this internalized anger and stress, and police officers are this is why I don't date cops, Harry. This is for this very reason I don't date them, because they are under a lot of stress. I don't date cops, I don't date firefighters, and I don't date COs. I've always had that rule, always, because they are high stress. And I grew up in a family of so much domestic violence that, you know, I know those hair triggers. I know them.
Right. And
no shade to police officers, firefighters, or COs. None whatsoever. Your jobs are stressful, highly stressful.
Right. And it could be just something as simple as, you know, you're depressed or something like that, or, you know, something where you stop suddenly feeling, and it happens all the time, right? Or you start basically subtracting yourself from your emotions and everything like that. A trained psychologist or psychiatrist should be the one to make the call. You know what? You need to be on desk duty for the next month. You know, there should be a health check, a mental health check. Like you said, there's so much stress.
Yeah.
That if you're in stressful situations and you're seeing traumatic situations, you know, one of our basic tendencies as human beings is to withdraw.
Yeah.
Okay. So in withdrawing, that withdrawal may lead to you not caring in an important situation.
That's it.
You know, so I mean,
And then
I
you wrap your family life and the stresses of just ordinary living on top of what you do. And listen, I'm not suggesting that all cops or whatever. I'm just suggesting that all cops should have a mental health check that should be built into your work life, because it's a high stress job. You come across heinous things.
I'm really supportive of cops, right? And the thing is, I want you to do your job to the best of your ability. I don't want you to go above and beyond what you're supposed to do, or I don't want you to go below what you're supposed to do. I just want you to do your job to the best of your ability, and mental health is helping your ability to do your job.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's simple. It's not about trashing all cops and everything. We understand that everybody's not bad.
And when people make, and that's not the conversation we're having. We're not saying cops are bad. We're saying cops need support, and folks who know how to do that kind of support work should be able to do it in the police department. They should hire people to do it, or send them out, or have a relationship with Clifford B, or whoever the hell, whatever the mental health providers are, have relationships with them. Like, this is part of your job package. Every 3 months, every 90 days, everybody got to go spend 45 minutes with the therapist or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody got to do. Chief too. Chief, everybody, the cat that cleans the bathrooms, everybody got to do it. That's what we're going to do.
Because this is the reality, right? We all at some point get tired of our jobs.
Yeah.
You know, now getting tired of your job, that leads to stuff, right? So sometimes you need to refresh, and it could be a mental refresh, you know, that you need, a reboot. So it may be 5 days at a desk, you know, something.
Catch up on your paperwork.
Yeah, something like that. So, and it's something that we all go through. We're human beings, and you have to treat yourself like a human being and know that you make a lot of mistakes too. Everybody does.
Yes.
So the key is catching yourself before you make a big mistake.
Yeah. Like, this is going to be a mess. Now it's going to get national, international attention. Right, because now we got Ben Crump. I mean,
it's crazy.
It's just, and these poor officers and their families, not poor officers, but these officers and their families going to suffer.
Yeah.
For these bad decisions.
You know, and the worst of it is, you know, you look at a lot of these cops that have gone to jail and stuff like that. It's their families that suffer. They don't know. They don't know that their husband is going out and being a bad cop. You know, so it's like, and then his pension gets taken, then that means that the family suffers.
Yeah.
Right. So this is the thing, that it goes beyond you. And that's why it's important to have these mental health checks. Everything goes beyond you. You're serving your community. Okay. You're serving your community, your family. So it's important. It's important that you work to the best of your abilities. I think mental health checks are like a gimme, Babz. I don't even know why you would fight that.
I know. I think, Harry, because people think that what you're saying to me is I'm not mentally able to do whatever. That's not what we're saying. That's not it. That's That's just meaning we just make sure, just like you go get your teeth cleaned, get your head cleaned. Yeah. You know, when you go get a checkup, it's like getting a checkup. Just want to make sure everything is working okay. Everything, you know. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, and look, when I worked at some group homes, I used to tell people, maybe this ain't for you. If you come into work angry at the people you're supposed to serve, maybe this ain't for you.
Yeah.
You're there to serve. So if you walk into any situation angry, I'm tired of doing this. Maybe this isn't for you.
Yeah, maybe it isn't.
You know. So believe me, I saw people start off like, in group homes of Korea, eager to serve. And within a month, they were tired of serving. Right? And they'd be like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, so then you shouldn't. Then you shouldn't. Because these people count on you.
Yeah.
So maybe you shouldn't be here. So, and it's the same thing with policing. They're there to serve. And if you get to the point where you're tired of doing something, well, that's your job. That's why you shouldn't be tired of doing what you're employed to do. So, and that's the thing. And I know everybody gets tired of their job. That's the point of it. So when you get tired like that, you're liable to make mistakes, and you should go and get help.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you, Harry. I'm with you. And with that note, people, we are out.
Yeah. I just wanted to throw one thing. The lead singer from Green Day.
Yeah.
I like people that put their money where their mouth is. Billy Joe Armstrong says he's renouncing his citizenship because he's tired of America and its justice system. The Supreme Court's decision to overturn Roe v. Wade was the straw.
Yeah.
That broke the camel's back.
I don't listen, Harry. I think a lot of people are feeling like this is the straw. And they come for this. You know what's next. You know what's next, Harry. They're gonna come for it. He already put it in a brief. They're gonna come for it.
But he's gone. So he's not gone. But he's leaving. He's
Taraji's looking for some place to live too. He's like, I'm nervous every day my son is in the world. Like, girl, me too.
Taraji, I got a spare room.
Yeah, but you got a spare room in America. You need a spare room in another country.
Oh. We could be friends.
Yeah. Anyway. Harry, I don't want to see your wife cut you.
I know.
I just don't want to see that. I don't want to see you go out like that, bro.
Yeah, I should. I should
your daydreams to yourself.
Yeah, I got to rethink that.
Oh, that is too funny. I get it. It was an immediate response. He wasn't thinking. He just like, I just threw that out there.
I was thinking. People. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
You listen to LoveBabz LoveTalk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio.